Good night, everyone. What's up? It's Junior Flow on Junior's Flow channel. I have my buddy Refugee with us tonight. Thank you
Oh,
for being here, Refugee. And we are about to start soon. I'm trying to get in touch with our special guest. About to start soon. I'm trying to get in touch.
oops.
I can hear my voice.
I know.
Wait. Hold on, I have to send the link again. James and TY is coming over. What's up, guys? Share, like, retweet. I know it's early for many. Usually on Tuesdays we do it earlier, but we know that earlier people don't usually watch as many as on Thursday live because Thursday is on a later time for everybody. But I appreciate everyone who's here with us. We got Randolph, Mr. Toodles, Reject, Kevin, my man. What's up? Miss you, buddy. How you doing, man? Kevin was one of the first ones to come on our channel. He actually doxed himself, well, just like me, right? I doxed myself on YouTube. That was awesome, man. Thank you for being here. Our guests are coming in very soon. From the team members of Rise Up. Actually, let me look for, hold on. Let me look for, let me check this out for a second. Sorry, guys, just too much to do here in the back on StreamYard. And there it is. Okay. So let me get the, can I put it up? Hold on.
I'm trying to find your tweet, see if we can't share it some more. Make sure everybody's
Yes, please go to
and we
the
are
tweet
live.
that says we are live, last tweet, and so you can participate, right? Of course. Let me put something up in our way of saying thank you to the team that's coming over with us. Hold on, where is it? Refugee, give us some updates, man, on any news on security, right? What have you
Security.
seen? Yeah,
So
what have
the
you seen
CERTIC, the
first?
CERTIC
What have you
audit,
seen lately?
the CERTIC audit is done for staking. The CERTIC audit is done for farming, and all we're waiting now is for the Apple approval. And I do think that the Google Play Store approval has already been approved for Sata Pro. That's great news that the CERTIC audits are done and that they're waiting for approval. That means that the app is already there and they're just waiting for the approval from the App Store. Everything's ready to go, and everybody's just waiting anxiously for the drop of Sata Pro. Here is also another thing too. There is an update to Sata Mask, the old app. Right now on Android, you can go on there in order to
Yeah,
retrieve your mnemonic phrase.
I
You will
did
not
try
see
that.
tokens. You will not
I
see
had to
tokens.
update the app
Yep.
first, upgrade.
Yep. You have to update to the latest app update today that came out this morning. All the functions have been turned off in there. The only things that you can do are to retrieve pertinent information in preparation for your migration over to the Sata Pro app. So if you are out there and you're still wondering if you can get in, you can. The Apple update should be out soon, and you can do the same once Apple is out. And then once we're done with that, everybody should be in the same boat, ready with their information for Sata Pro to drop. And I think, not I think, I know, they've said it. That Sata Pro is going to drop not on the. It's going to drop in July, not on the very last day though. So it can't be July 31st. So the last day could be July 30th, or is there 30 days in July? No, there's 31s.
30
Um, So between now and the 30th, SATA Pro should drop, and when that does drop, the staking option and the farming option should be available right off the bat. So yes, 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 yes. Can you feel it, Junior? Can you feel it?
Yes, man. Finally, I was waiting for that. um, do I have my guest in here? I see a link. Let me bring it up and see how it. I don't know if that's TY or oh no, something wrong. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited for everything that's about to happen. In general, right? We've been waiting for this bull run. We've been waiting for the crypto space, and we have our guest TY here with us. I am gonna bring him up. Good night, buddy. Good morning. Where you at, actually? Right?
It's I'm East Coast,
East
so
Coast.
East
Okay.
Coast, so it's 7 o'clock for me.
Oh, okay. So it's still with daylight. So I thought it was in the morning, like rise up. I mean, Dave.
Nah, Davey's 1 a.m., so I think he's sleeping.
Yeah, I think he waited too much. I know he puts a lot of effort when he tries to be on the channel because of the difference in time. But we are very well represented with you here, talking a little bit about security as well. For those of you who don't know, TY is one of the team members of Rise Up. You want to say a few words, TY, before we get into the whole security on DeFi?
Sure, and you can call me Ty. That's
Ty?
Ty. Yeah,
Okay.
Ty. So yeah, I mean, Rise Up is here to help investors. That's what from day one. That's what we've been about. We build tools. What we want to do is we want to promote safety and security through education and technology. We not only want to teach people how to do it, but we want to give them tools to do it more easily and less time consuming, because the time consuming aspect of doing your own research is what holds most people back from doing it. We don't want to tell people what to invest in and what not to, because that's almost impossible to do. Everybody has their own risk tolerance, and they're the ones that have to be able to make that decision for themselves. But what we want to do is give them all the tools to make that possible and do it correctly. Because a lot of people really don't know what do your own research means. So, and
Yeah.
one of the big things we try to say is that you kind of have to know the answers before you can ask the questions, because otherwise what these devs do is they'll just give you a line of something. And if you don't really know what the answer is supposed to be, you just take it because it sounds good. And to be honest, the ones that are scammers, that's what they're good at. They're confidence men. That's what they call them confidence men for, because they're good at making you feel real comfortable,
Yeah.
even when you lose your money. So
Totally agree, man. Totally agree on that. I'm sending here on Twitter as well the link for everybody so people can start coming in. But me and Refugee, we always say we spoke a lot about security, right? And we usually on Twitter Spaces as well. And I felt like I have said enough, and all of us. But then we realize there's every day there's like new people, and there's people who has never gone through the same thing that we've gone, and it's very difficult for a regular person to come into the DeFi space and just learn about everything, right? I mean, why can I not click on links? What is a seed phrase? There's just, going from the basics to advanced, there's just so much going on that makes people, crazy, confused about it.
I'm often surprised at what someone who may have been in the space for a long time, what they do not know. It's not just new people who don't know certain things.
Yeah.
There are so many people out there who have been trading for years and have no idea that they can import their wallet to it. They think that if they're on Trust Wallet or they're on MetaMask, that's where they got to be. And they completely don't understand how that works. And I understand why, because it's not something that really a lot of people spend time teaching you until it's time to know it. That's when you learn it. So that's how most of us learned it, when we had to import our wallet to another wallet
Mhm.
for some reason. And then that makes you understand better how the blockchain works. Once you know that, then okay, wait a minute, these wallets aren't really what's controlling my tokens. These wallets are only windows to reach in and do what you need to do. So, but they also are, every wallet you in, creates a little bit more security risk, because that's another avenue in for scammers too. So it surprises me every day. Some of the most simple things that you think most people know. And then when you find a lot of times when you migrate and stuff, you'll find out what people don't know. You start trying to answer someone's question and they don't understand what you're saying. And I'd love to explain it to them. That's great. But sometimes people get upset, because they don't understand it. But it's to me, it's normal. It's every day. You start talking about transaction hashes, and whatnot. So
you notice a lot, Ty. We'll get a lot of questions, but the thing is, these questions that are presented by a lot of people, there's an underlying question underneath that question. There's an underlying problem, fundamental crypto problem up on top of that question. So it's kind of hard to answer that question right then and there without knowing that they know the basic principles of what crypto, blockchain, and even transferring or gas fees or even reflections. I had a friend, oh, I know all about crypto. I know all about crypto. I was like, well, what can you tell me about the tokenization, tokenomics of Saitama and its reflections? What are reflections? That's like walking into a car. That's like walking into a car store and saying, hey, let me get blinker fluid, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
And what's the difference between reflections and rewards? I mean, a lot of people don't know that difference. And a very distinct difference. So, it's just when you're doing your research, if you don't know what those things mean, it's kind of hard to really do your research, because you can go in and ask questions. And like you said, your answers don't help because they don't know the basics. And I'm not trying to talk down about anybody. I learned something new about crypto every single day. Every single day I learn something new. Some days it's more of a aha moment. Some days it's just like, oh, yeah, I should have known that or whatever. But every day there's something to learn, and I don't care how much you do it. If you're not learning, then you're probably falling behind, because crypto changes constantly. So there's always new ways to adjust a contract, to do different things, and new things we're having to learn how they work.
I wonder if blockchain technology is going to come up with a formulation that's going to be equivalent to Moore's law. Do you think there is? Do you think there is?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
But it moves. It's moving pretty damn fast, isn't it?
It is moving fast. That's the big thing. Is that and that's what a lot of people enjoy about crypto. That's another thing that we had to learn. Was that when you state about certain things and you call red flags, you just have to call them that, because it's so hard to know what there's an answer to a lot of questions, and the red flags are just red flags. And there's a lot of people out there that, I don't care how much you tell them, they're gambling, and that's what they're doing. And they may not say that to themselves, but that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they're okay with the loss until it's a loss. They're not upset until they actually lose them.
Yeah, till it's actually gone. There you go. That's when it hits them. It's like,
exactly.
Did I really just do that? Or wait, I shouldn't have sold, because they still can come back. But then they're like, wait a minute, I just sold it. So son of a gun.
So you just throw the red flags and say, this is what you look for. If you see this, you need to ask the questions. And then you need to make your decision on what your risk level is. Are you comfortable with it or not? Me, I'm one of those people that if I have too many questions, I probably already know where I'm going to do with my money before I even start asking a lot of those questions. Sometimes I don't even ask, because I just move on, because there's too many questions. So, and a lot of people aren't that way. They want so badly to find that next big thing that they don't take the time.
Yeah, the green candle is a, I would say it's a sin. I say it's a crypto sin. A green candle is a crypto sin. We should come up with the 7 deadly sins of crypto. Links, links, green candles. I don't know what else.
Share seed phrase. Don't share seed phrases.
Yeah.
Also, like some basic things. Back to basics, and I guess the emotion that we feel, it's like the number one factor that makes us do mistakes, right? Because myself, I'll tell you what, back in the days when I first got into Saitama, and I first bought it. I on Twitter, I actually got like a friend request from, or a follow actually, from Russ, which wasn't Russ, of course.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was, somebody else who like Saitama Guru one underscore, and his tweet was like Saitama Guru one. So if I when I looked at it, it was like really quick, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I only noticed because I clicked on, and he actually had a lot of followers. He had like 10,000 followers, if I'm not mistaken, which I was impressed as
It's
well.
probably bots. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, probably. So when I saw, I was like, wait, that's not him. But like, I've been in the crypto space for many years, but yeah, in the time with my emotions, I thought that was him. So I wanted to believe that was him, right? So sometimes, like, we get caught up onto all of those things that we actually wanted to happen so much that we don't see exactly what's going on.
Exactly. And we all fall for it. That when the run is happening, it's addictive. There's no doubt about it. That rush you get is the same adrenaline rush you get from sports. It's the same adrenaline rush you get from gambling. It's the same adrenaline rush. If you've ever been competitive at anything, it's the same rush. When it is going, it's going, and it feels so good. And a lot of people can't balance that disappointment when the inevitable drop comes if they don't, move when they need to. But that's just a life. That's how you learn in crypto, to be honest. That you can't. That's part of crypto. You know, the scam is what we're trying to keep people out of. The ups and downs of crypto are what people love. That's the money that they love. They don't want to put their money in and wait 20 years like they can in the stock market. They want their money sooner. So with that comes a greater risk. And a lot of people just don't quite understand that risk until it hits their pocket. And a lot of emotion gets involved. You do really well. A lot of people get lucky. I don't know about a lot, but some people get lucky early, and they get lucky early, but then they make the mistake of staying in too long, or whatever, and they don't understand what they've invested in. Let me put it that way. They need to understand. We all have, I think. To be honest, it becomes, you have to understand what you're investing in. What is my goal from this investment? You need to know that from the beginning. Is this an investment that's long term? And know that can change overnight. Always have an open mind that maybe my long term investment may not be the best long term play. Maybe my short term investment is a better long term play. But you still need to think about it before you enter.
Yeah, a lot of people a lot of people will be prepared for the 5-year, putting in a 401 or any kind of CD or stuff. They're prepared for the yield and the returns after 10 years. What they're not used to is, like you said, the early investors who have actually profited and not known when to withdraw, because it's a crypto market and it's a crypto cycle. The potential yields in this are way much more than 3, 4, 5 times in your regular investment, where it's 10, 20, 30, 40, hundreds of times. So you may make this much money here, but the thing is, with crypto, you're gonna get the same amount, but it takes this much time. The thing is, you're supposed to withdraw in this long investment. You're supposed to withdraw here. With this crypto thing, you're supposed to withdraw up here, right?
Yeah.
And nobody,
Also,
very fine movements in crypto.
Also, it might not even be one of those two options. Myself, the first time I saw a bull run, it was actually amazing, and I hit some numbers that I have never, seen in my life. But I did not make any of the mistakes. But the number that I wanted to put it for my financial freedom was X amount, and I almost reached the X amount, but I did not reach. So at the same time, I was sticking to my idea, which I had in the beginning. Was it because I was greedy or because of anything else? I thought it was going to help. I thought my numbers were going to hit it because I was very close. And then, what we all know happened is the bear market. So, sometimes also that happens because I tell everybody the first thing you got to do, of course, no security when you get into the crypto space. But besides that, the first thing you got to do in trading, you gotta know what kind of trader you are, right? If you're a day trader, if you're a long-term holder, that's the first thing. And then once you do that, write down the numbers that you want to reach, right? So After that, I had a different opinion. You know, if I get like 80% on, you know, to what I want to reach, that's already enough. Then, you know, I should
Exactly.
catch something out and outweigh to those numbers to actually hit.
Yeah, those are goals you want to hit. That's another thing too, is to set that goal to an achievable goal, and also know that you can take some profit and continue to move with it. You don't have to sell out.
Yeah,
You know,
it could be
you
a
can.
you can put like a 5 to 10% deviation in your goal. That way, you know, you don't have to hit $100,000. You can say, hey, you know what? If I get to close to $100,000, like Junior, you know, Junior said he was close to his goal. But the thing is, what had you had taken in that? What if you had taken that out, and then you kept the profits, and the market came down like this? Now, you know, you would be able to pad your bag a little bit more and re-enter at a better price. But then
Exactly.
again, you
Yeah.
know, like I said, a lot of people didn't know that. I'm one of those people that didn't know either. You know, my $5,000 ballooned into a whole lot more money, and guess what? I didn't sell. I held and held and held, and then I learned and learned. And as I learned, I never knew to sell. I never learned to sell. I never learned when to buy. I learned when to buy, and that's when it's on the downward and it's in the red. But the thing is, I didn't read about cycles and all that stuff in the market and the turn runs of what crypto does. But then we also didn't know about this war that was going on either. So you know, that's a
Yeah.
madman. That's a
That's
madman
what
with
I was gonna
cancer.
say. And
Yeah.
many people who actually thought of, you know, cycles and where Bitcoin was gonna hit, nobody said 69.
Yeah,
We
Yeah.
all thought like, you know, more, but then we always, well, I can speak for myself. Sometimes I forget that, you know, there are things happening out there, you know, that are not in the crypto space that does affect a lot, right? I mean, like Rafi just said, the war, I mean, it messed everything up. So, you know, also those outside factors also happen into your plan.
Yeah. Well, there were a lot of factors. So the big thing is that people tend to make the mistakes when they enter on a bull run. So they enter on a bull run, it feels so easy. It's like, I'm just going to make millions of dollars and this is going to be so easy. I don't understand why everybody's not doing it. And then they don't do that. And what they end up doing is they hit the bear market and don't understand, and haven't quite done what they needed to do to pad those bags. And like I said, there's always a
Yeah.
good thing to remember. If you're getting close to your goal and it feels like the market might, the chart might be slowing down a bit, there's a lot of options there. You don't have to take it all. You can take some profit so you feel comfortable knowing that you're going to have a certain amount, and then leave the rest. If it keeps going, it keeps going. If it starts to drop, then you can make a decision there.
Also,
There's a lot of ways to skin the cat. It's just figuring out your
and
best way.
another thing that I learned figuring it out, like you said, it was that if you hold on to your tokens or your coins through the bull market, and then you're in a bear market, don't sell it.
No,
That was
no.
my second regret. The first bull run that I saw it going all the way up, and I did not sell it. And then when it was all the way down, I got scared of losing even more money because I already lost a lot. And then I sold it. And then it happened to be I'd be selling on the lowest levels ever, and I was pretty upset the next following weeks. So you either sell at the all-time high or close to it, or you don't sell at the bottom.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, you sell it, and sometimes you don't have a choice. Unfortunately, sometimes people just life circumstances don't allow them to make that decision.
well,
The
when you
economy
learn,
going the way it's going, and then the bear market at the same time, you got a situation where people are having to sell some of them. I'm sure.
a great way to win in the negative, most people don't think about it, is mitigating your losses, right? You may be in a downward trend, you may lose. It's minimizing how much you lose. That's saving right there, right? If you have $100, it's in a downtrend. If you know what it's going to do and you understand what the market's doing, you can dump at a $50 loss versus dumping at a $0 loss or $5 or a $95 loss. It's mitigating how much you actually lose, and that in itself is actually a positive too. And that is very important for when markets do what they do, like when the Luna crashed and then the war happened and all that other stuff too, right? Did anybody know when Luna started crashing? Did anybody know to dump right away? No, everybody was hoping this was just a small dump and everything shot back up, right?
There were a ton of people who were buying
Yeah,
because
buying and it kept dumping.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly. I'm buying a stable coin at 30% down. This is a great deal, and then they find out it was a terrible deal.
down
you
to a
know,
point, point 9991 or 99939. It went down,
yeah,
no, 49. It went down to 49, 0.999% down. Wow,
yeah,
But that was
99.9999%.
that was like which I recall it. That was like, besides, I don't even remember the name. I think it was Big Connect, if I'm not mistaken. That big scam, right?
The big scam.
Besides that, which was like in our faces, that was a scam. But besides that, I think Luna was like, one of the projects that I did not expect that at all.
Yeah,
I
it
thought it was
touched.
gonna have a come. I did not buy it,
It touched
because
5 zeros and a 2.5, didn't it? It touched 5 zeros. I know it did. It
yeah,
touched 5 zero at the very bottom.
yeah. But then everybody would say it was a nice deal because nobody knew what was going on in the background, right?
Hey,
Nobody
guess who
knew.
got wrecked? Guess who got wrecked trying to chase Luna just like everybody else? I didn't lose that much though. It was only like 150 bucks. But guess who got wrecked?
Jake Paul, you got right.
I think I got $26 back out of it after 150 bucks, and it was in like 2 days. And I was like, man, I was like, then of course, when I sold it, what did it do?
It went up. Yeah.
Went up. I was like,
I'm still holding a small amount of Luna Classic. I mean, why not? But I bought it way down. So it's still worth what I paid for it, basically, and that's it. But
yeah,
one day it may take off. I mean, but I bought it. Like I said, there were several zeros. It wasn't 5. It was at 4 when I bought.
Yeah,
so,
easy come, easy go.
And it still is. So
yeah.
But there's no loss there. I could sell it today and get it back. But hey,
well,
why not just let it ride, right?
I took my lickings and I took my lickings, and I was like, that's what you get. I was like, that's what you get for jumping out of Saitama, taking a little bit of money and doing that and trying to chase the green candles. I was like, that's what you get. And guess what? The best way to learn how not to fuck shit up is, pardon my language, but the expression is how not to learn how to mess things up. It's to learn it yourself, right? So if you get wrecked, what are the chances of you getting wrecked next time when you want to push click or buy or send? It's like, nah, I learned my lesson. I'll tell you that right now. So I'm good. Unless it's a pre-launch or something within the Saitama, my specific investment, Saitama, I'm good. I'm Gucci.
I was lucky enough to all the money that I invested last year. I was lucky enough to buy in the bear market, right? Or in the beginning of the bull run, I would say like that. So all the tokens that I held that I did not sell it, I did sell a few to take profits, yearly profits. I would just put it like that. And I did sell some, but all the tokens that I held, it went down a lot. Like everything went down a lot.
Oh yeah.
But I'm lucky that I'm still in profit on all those tokens that went down a lot because I bought in at the right time.
Yeah, I'm not upside down on anything myself. I'm not in profit on everything, but I'm pretty much even on pretty much anything or above.
I'm ass down.
Being even is already good at this moment.
But I'm real conservative.
I'm face down, ass up. Yeah.
I'm a conservative investor. I'll be the first to tell you that. So I don't invest in a lot of projects. I do a lot of research. Most of the time I do enough research into projects and I just turn my back because it's like, no, I'm not even going to ask these
here's another thing too. Let's say you do hit it on one of these big projects. You hit a big project, you make a couple bucks. A smart play would go back and like I said, it is the crypto world. You never know what is going to hit and what's going to pop, right? What's the sense in throwing a couple $100 at a new project that you do research on, make sure it's a good project, has a good foundation, not no scams that are promoted. And when Saitama gets going or SataPro gets going and has all those projects on there, what's the chance of, putting $500 in a Lucky Roo? You put $500 in a Lucky Roo, you have a chance to win 6 times every single week. Those are great odds.
Everyone needs to remember that's exactly what it is, though, that, you have every bit of, not with Lucky Roo. I'm not speaking about Lucky Roo, but I'm just speaking in that circumstance. If you're just picking just understand you can lose it. That there's a decent chance you're going to lose it. Probably as good a chance. And I'm not saying it'll be a scam. I'm saying that it could be just
not a good project. Yeah,
it's just not a good project.
Yeah,
so that can happen. But yeah, exactly.
I
call them lottery tickets. I do it all the time. Now that's a different thing, though. That's a different thing.
The potential to win is huge. Yeah, the potentials are huge though. And the thing is, you can, it's a lottery ticket. But the thing is, if you discover a project that's got great potential and it's starting to yield you returns and you see that developing, it's a lottery ticket you can add onto to increase your odds of return. So, and that's what you do.
Are like startups, right? I mean, the first year, you never know what's going to happen. You believe it, but you never know what's exactly going to happen. Because if we all know, then everybody will be, multi-billionaires, and not everybody is. That would be different. But what would you do getting back to security in terms of a token, since we're speaking of new projects, right? What are the first things that you make sure that you look at it when you find a new project that you maybe think you can find in a gem, or something that's going to profit a lot for you? What do you look for it?
Well, the first thing when I start, the very first thing I look at is contract creator, because I need to know if they've made other contracts, and it's not an end all be all because there's ends around. If you learn to track wallets well enough, though, you can pretty much always find out if they've created another contract. Even if they've created a new wallet, they have to fund that wallet somehow. If I see a lot of that happening and I see a lot of Binance hot wallets, so I can't trace it, then that tells me something.
It's a red flag.
Because if you're a developer and you've developed tokens, if they're good tokens, why wouldn't you be proud of them?
Yeah, why are you going to hide it? There
Exactly.
you go.
So for me, that's like one of those red flags where I say, okay, there's really no point in me asking the question because I don't think I'm going to believe the answer no matter what it is. So I'm going to move on. Now, there's other people who may say, well, I'm going to take a shot. But that's the first thing I do is look at that contract creator, because the one thing you can be sure of, that if you go back and they created a scam token, you can be sure they're going to do it again. And at the very best case, you're in the one token they're not scamming, and they're scamming other tokens to feed it. Something to that. That's the best case.
Yeah, Davey showed us on previous episodes. He went through a walkthrough of some of the wallets that he connected to, even with that BitConnect, or was it? Yeah, BitConnect from a few years ago, and he was saying that there's billions of dollars in some of these wallets. I was like, wow. There's billions of dollars of stolen illicit goods, crypto money that nobody can touch and nobody can do. And the only thing they can use it for is to create more scams. So if you can somehow come back to that one particular wallet, everything that, it's like a little spider web. Everything comes out from the bottom. And if you see all these projects that are related to it, chances are it'll be a scam, because they're just trying to create something different that's under a different name. And they're basing they're not preying on you or I, or anybody who's knowledgeable about blockchain. They're preying on people who are uninformed and uneducated about blockchain technology, because that's where they're going to get the people putting in money, and that's where you get caught when you invest in something you have no idea what it is.
Exactly.
So.
Also, where you buy it, right? It has to be a trustful platform, because I have lost money before listening to a friend of mine. Oh, I'm not going to say the name, but use this website. And then I asked him, how do I do it? He was like, do it like that. And then when I bought it, and then he was like, oh, but you should have checked the address, which I should have checked the address. But at the day I was in a hurry. So it was a few bucks. So I was in a hurry and I just wanted to do it quick. And I totally forgot to check the address. But since I was buying in not a trustful place, I would put it like that, I bought, the wrong token with the wrong address, which I lost my money. I lost, it was about $200, but whatever. At that time, and I was like,
$20 is $20, man.
I was like, I'm never buying on a website that I don't know, just because somebody said it. That was, one of the things I learned back in the days as well. But checking that out is definitely one of the first things. Also looking at the market cap, how long it's been created, who's behind, right?
Liquidity.
Thank God in these days, many people are doxing themselves, which is good. And also there's a lot of apps good out there, like the Rise Up, that you can use. Talk a little bit about the app. How can people use the app to find out, if it's a good token? Can they check any tokens on it?
They can check anything on the Ethereum, BSC, or Polygon networks right now. We're in the process of building an upgrade for V3. It's a little ways away, so I don't want to say it's around the corner or anything. But we're going to add quite a few more blockchains to that. But right now, it's Ethereum, BSC, and Poly. We started with BSC because at the time, it was in the peak of scam season for BSC. To be honest, this bear market's kind of dried up a little bit, the scams, just because it's a lot harder for them to get away with it, because people are being a lot smarter with their money. And there's not as much going on to hide behind. So it seems to have slowed it down a tad. Don't get me wrong, there's scams coming out every day, but they're just not thousands of them like there were a day.
There's not enough money to cover up. There's not enough transactions and money and people moving volume enough to cover up their tracks. So, and like I said, volume helps hide a lot of, when you go out and you steal $1 million, somebody's going to notice that. But when you go out and you scam 100 here, 1,000 there, and you do it 100,000 times, nobody's going to notice because it's just normal traffic, just like everybody else.
And
that's where it gets masked at.
The worst part is that when they go and scam smaller amounts, you'll see a lot of scams that aren't big, and people don't think, oh, well, they only got $2,000. But if they do that 20 times a day, and they can easily do that 20 times a day. We have found scams that are literally releasing contracts every 30, 45 minutes.
I have seen people steal monies from kids, man. In the crypto.
Yeah. And they add liquidity. They'll add like 400 BNB or something like that. And, something to make it look good, to make it appetizing. People jump in, and it's a bot running it because it doesn't last 30, 45 minutes, and it's out. And then the next contract's coming, and they've moved all the money.
Yeah,
so it's hard.
Same thing
it's hard
happens.
To get somebody to police that. That's the thing. So.
Same thing with front running bots, squish bots in exchanges. That's all they're doing too, is they're masking their little things. Unless you run into a human that's actually playing in the market that day, chances are 99% of the time you're running against a bot. And I hope you can click and think faster than 4 milliseconds for the human eye and stroke. But it's lots of ways to get scammed.
But what the rug screener does is what it does is it allow you to more easily track wallets and give you that information, the liquidity, all of the things that you need to know. It helps you to you can look into other wallets and it'll automatically, all you have to do is put the contract address in. And I know y'all saw it, but I'm going to explain it to everybody. All you have to do is put the contract.
Do you want to share a screen and show it?
Actually, I don't have it up on this computer, so I can't. I apologize. But just because my wallet's not attached to this computer, so I can't access the rug screen. I have the rug screener on this computer, but there's it's a 2 million rise up.
Social media and trading on the same device.
Exactly. So, I have the rug screener on here, but I can't use it because without 2 million, I was thinking about that just the other day, that I needed to put a wallet with like 2 million Riv2, which is what's required so you can use the rug screener. Right now, it's only a couple of dollars. So
I was just going to ask that. How much is it worth that so you can use?
Right now it's only about $2. So and you can use it as many times as that's not per time. That's just as many times as you want to, as long as you hold that amount. One thing to make sure I want to let people know is if they stake, because we have those high staking pools, a lot of people make the mistake. They want to use the rug screener. They come in and they buy, and then they stake, and then they stake it all. Well, once they stake it, it leaves their wallet. And right now, this is something we're working on fixing. But as of right now, it doesn't recognize it that your staked tokens are in Brewlab, so you don't have 2 million. So a lot of people will come in and buy a decent amount of Riv2, stake it all, and then have to turn around and go $5 worth so they can use the rug screener because they forgot, And I've done it 3 times myself.
I would definitely do that.
Damn it. No, you pick up the phone with like, hey, I dead ass had a friend call me at like 2 a.m. in the morning. He was like, hey, bro, can you send me some ETH? I was like, for what? He's like, I'm trying to get in right now, and I don't want to spend no money. And this guy is a millionaire. And I made fun of him. I was like, bro, you're really calling me at 3 a.m. for some ETH? I was like, it's like what, $600 in ETH? He goes, yeah, bro, I don't want to have to wait and clear all this stuff through all this other stuff. So hey, come on, let me get some ETH.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, the rug screener just pulls that information and puts it where it's easier to see. The V3 is going to be a whole nother thing. But like I said, I don't want to get too deep in that because that's around the corner. That's a good bit around the corner. I see James he's had an issue and can't get on, but he's our tech guy. So he was going to talk a lot about this stuff. Oh, he's talking about the API now. So that's the one thing that we did talk about the other day was that we're pretty close to having the API ready. So that meaning that we can allow other projects and other places to actually use our rug screener on their site, obviously for a fee.
Awesome.
So what we're doing and what RiseUp is doing right now is building revenue streams because that's how the sustainability is going to happen. Mm-hmm. You really have to bring, if you don't bring in outside money, you're a Ponzi scheme. So, to put it,
no, because CZ said the same thing, so you don't have to apologize for anything.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. You have to figure out where that extra money is going to come from. CZ put it perfectly in that if you're using new money to pay off old money, that's the definition of a Ponzi scheme. Mm-hmm. So if volume is great, volume is necessary, volume is great, But at the end of the day, you need to use those taxes the way you're supposed to use them, and build something that benefits everyone. And that's the route we're going.
Yeah, reinvest into your infrastructure to
Exactly.
generate even more revenue. Reinvest to make sure that you make more money than you did before.
As you're
But yeah, that's great to know.
the only thing that comes to my mind is that when you mentioned, because I know it's a certain amount of rise up tokens in order for you to use the rug screener, right? But when you said $2,
Yeah, yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like if you're gonna invest, if you're gonna invest, like
we've always said that we're not going to charge.
It's already worth it.
Yeah. Well, we've always said that we weren't technically going to charge for the rug screener. Now that's for the personal use of the rug screener. Now, if other companies are using our rug screener to make money, then that's a different story.
Yeah, there's always personal and commercial licenses as far as this stuff goes. And you know what? Like I said, for $2 a month or a certain amount of tokens that are worth so little, to protect your money. How much do you pay in insurance on your vehicle? How much do you pay in health insurance? How much do you pay for Amazon Prime a year to be able to save money on other things? Guess what? Paying $2 a month or worth of tokens a month, that's $24 a month.
No, it's not a month. It's forever.
No, a year. Yeah.
No, not a year.
Yeah. Sorry.
As long as you hold the 2 million, you get to use it. Yeah.
As long as you hold $2 average, you get to use this thing for free. And it's like a free insurance policy that you don't sign up for. For that much, you know what? Why not? Especially if you're one of those people that are going to go out and throw some money at different various projects and hoping, if you relate to a certain project, like say Tom, or you think that you relate to a certain project that has already taken off, you're going to venture out and try to find something else that's going to yield you a better return. So that's automatically going to, force you to go outside and look for different projects. And what better way? And we know a lot of people chase green candles. And what better way than prevent yourself from getting scammed by using a rug screener? And guess what? For $2.
Man,
that's good though. And what Rise Up's business? Yeah, what Rise Up business is? What Rise Up business is? It's not that it's only $2. Yeah, but for the commercial, it's generating revenue. That's awesome to hear that you guys are doing it. I hope many companies use your and investment firms use your company. I think you guys will succeed by volume, just by sheer price, right? Yeah, by sheer price and by sheer minimum requirements of being able to use the product that you guys offer, especially for free if you only hold 2 million tokens. So that's a pretty good business practice, business plan right there.
And that's just the beginning. So that's the thing. We have many more things beyond the rug screener also that are already being developed as we speak.
Can you guide me? Oh, awesome. This is what it does, the rug screening. I was gonna ask you, Ty, can you guide me on if I wanted to buy the rug screen right now? Well, how would I do it?
All you need to do is you'll have to have a wallet with 2 million tokens, 2 million Riv2 tokens in it.
So I would have.
You'd have to buy the Riv2 either on Flu's Trade or through PancakeSwap.
Okay.
And then once you have that, when you click on the rug screener, what it'll do is it'll ask to connect to your wallet so that it can check to make sure that the 2 million are there. And
so I have to download the app, right?
What's that?
I have to download the app, right?
No. Well, if you're on a computer, you can actually use the PC version. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to actually download the app. If you scroll down to where you saw the phone with the app, that's actually the roadmap. If you scroll back up now, up just a little. There, right there. So if you look below the phone, you'll see two different choices. One's as a connect, and the Android. Well, right now, all we have is the Android because we've been working on the API. The API is going to make the Apple side so much easier for us to do. We could have done the Apple, but then we would have redone it anyway. So we've been really trying to work on this API and get it done and get it taken care of. And then that's when we're going to release the Apple version. But we also have the browser version so that if you have an Apple phone, you can still use the browser version. You can't use it. You can't download the app.
That's awesome. So with the rug, you can look up contracts, provide name of the tokens, total supply, total holders, liquidity, social media platforms, amount of current tokens. What's the honeypot warning?
Actually, the honeypot warning is not quite fully functional, I believe, yet. I wish James was on here to tell me for sure. But basically, most of them right now, I think it just gives a general warning to check for honeypot, you know. But what it will eventually do is actually make that check itself. So I can't. I am very limited on what I can talk about. That's why I wish James was on, because he knows I get real nervous that I'm going to say too much. You know?
Yeah, you have NDAs.
It's something
You
you're
have
not
NDAs.
supposed to.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I just, it's like, oh no, I don't know what to say. I don't want to say too much and then give it all away.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah,
But
there are trade secrets. There are trade secrets and business plans and stuff that you cannot divulge. You know, there are companies. Guess what? When you're a successful company, there's always going to be imitators, people who always try to steal your ideas and replicate what your image and what you're trying to do.
And our biggest issue with that is what we found is the people who steal your ideas are usually the scammers. They're not even doing it. They're not stealing. If somebody stole our rug screener to do good for people, that's one thing. Somebody steals it to rip people off. That's something altogether different, you know? And so not that you'd like anybody stealing your ideas, but you'd rather at least be for something good, right? An actual project, you know? So.
He says the API has it. The API has that honeypot warning in it. So yeah, I would imagine just the automatic going out and saying the one switch going honeypot. You guys are working on that, so yeah, that's great.
Correct. The API will do. It's going to do so much more to allow it to be a lot more API. You know, it's just it's so much more information that's going to be tied together and used beyond what we use now is where we're heading, so that you can identify the red flags that are not even part of the BSC scan or the Ether scan or part of any of that, and start putting those things together. So, and I think I can say that without, because I didn't say too much of how or any of that. I just said that it'll be able to do those things.
So somebody just asked again, I just got back and heard honeypot. Is this some sort of app that indicates honeypot? So let's go back. This is the website, guys. If you want to look it up, riseupofficial.finance. And then I just clicked on roadmap, and all the way down, you can see here, Ty just said it's available for Android, right? But also you can use it on the computer. And this is what the rug screener does. It looks up contracts, provide the name of the token, contact created, total supply, total holders, liquidity, the website, social media platforms, amount of burned tokens, percentage of tokens burned, honeypot warning, yes, and top holders. Also,
the very last one is one of the most important parts of this entire program, right?
Yep. Yes. It will tell you. It will tell you what contracts at the bottom. As soon as you run it, you don't have to go find it. It'll have a list of the contracts, and we've found contract creators that have made well over 13,000 contracts.
Yeah, we saw what 3,000 out of one that Davey showed us that day just live. He's like, just look at this. It was a contract that he wasn't even aware of. You know, we just looked it up and he clicked here. He goes, well, heck, look here.
Somebody asked on the live. Somebody asked for it and he searched it up.
Yeah, exactly. And I see James said that the API will make buying and selling. So obviously that's what it would do. That's the only way you can tell if it's a contract, a honeypot or not, is to actually make a buy and make it sell. Mostly what we tell anybody now, and what I always do, is I buy. If I'm not completely sure, I buy a very small amount. Try to sell a very small amount. Now, there's still ways you can get caught, because sometimes there's a sell limit. So they let you buy and sell $5, but you can't. If you try to sell 100, they won't let you do it. So, you know.
Yeah. So if you're wondering, like I said before, but Mr. Toodles is very interested. If you're wondering on how to get the rug screener, first you have to buy. What's the amount of tokens from Rise Up? You just said, Ty?
2 million Rise Up V2. So
which right now it's worth about $2 something.
About $2. Yes, it's not much.
And you guys can buy that, and then you go into the website or you download the app, right? Connect to the wallet, and then you're gonna be able to use it. And you use it for as long as you hold the amount of tokens, correct?
Yes, correct. You don't have to
pay a monthly fee. You just buy, you hold, and you got it.
Correct. Awesome. You don't have to pay a monthly fee. It's not more or anything. So all you do is hold that couple of dollars worth, and then you can use it as many times as you want. You get an unlimited use for an unlimited amount of time. So as long as you hold them, like I said, once you sell them, then you lose it. Or if
Yeah.
you stake it, and like I said, as of right now, once you stake them, you'll have to have 2 million also, because like I said, the staking pools are a big draw for people, because that's a big thing that we're doing right now, especially while we work. Like I said, we're working on multiple revenue streams, and that takes time. And we've always been the kind of project that we're doing it slow. We're not about hype. We're not trying to have big pumps and big dumps and all of that. We're trying to build we're trying to build a foundation that we can build on for a long time, and that takes time. If you take a big pump, you're going to take a big dump. That's just the way it works.
Mm-hmm.
That people are going to take their profits. People are doing what they're supposed to do.
I
So
see DeFi Space. I've been there.
yeah.
But
So what we do is we try to avoid that. Of course, you want to go up and you want to be consistent. That's what we try to be, is consistent. And what we did was we decided what we would do is create these staking pools with Brew Labs, and we are keeping them at very high percentages. Right now, they're between about 150 and 400% between the 3 different pools. And that's real numbers. You can sell our token.
Wow.
You can take that money. I mean, one of the questions we have to answer a lot is that people think we're a scam because of the high staking APRs. And first of all, we explained that we're not saying yield, because yield is a different thing. So we're saying APRs, and they're variable, so they do move. But what we did is, instead of doing burns that don't affect, burns from our deployer wallet don't affect the chart at all. Down the road, it can affect the chart in that you will get to where you start running out of tokens quicker, so you have less. But at the moment, it's more or less a marketing thing. So what we decided, instead of doing that, we feed our pools. Instead of using our burn taxes for burning, we use those to actually feed the pools to keep the staking rewards high. So what that does is that actually rewards our holders for holding while we work. And what it's done for many people since the pool started, and you'll find a lot of them, we talk to them all the time, what that's done for them is that even though the market's dropped, and look, just like, say, Tom, I can't control ETH, we can't control BNB, and when your token is built on another token and using that for liquidity, you're beholden to it, and there's nothing we can do about that. The fact that BNB is a third of what it was a year ago is, we can't make BNB more expensive, so that's going to affect us. Well, our chart can move, but it's still going to be affected by, it won't move as much because the BNB is low. What we've done is, even though that big drop happened, almost everybody that bought Rise Up and then staked it is at worst even though, because they can double their token in the 90-day pool. You can double your tokens in 3 months. So, I mean, with compounding and everything, you can get it done. You can double those tokens in 3 months. So
that is amazing. Somebody just asked how much different from Talk, not somebody, Donald, I'm sorry. How much different is from Talk Reader? James already answered. Talk rents their data. We have our own nodes. Okay, that's awesome. And somebody just made a comment as well. Conserver crypto. I have used it 100 of times. The rug screen is awesome. There was no way to find this much info on a crypto a year ago. Yes, I agree on that. I like how you said, Ty, in the beginning. People always say DYOR, always do your own research, right? But how do we do our own research? I mean, it's very difficult for people to, not only difficult, but it takes a lot of time for people to trace the, address, for people to look up, information, because you gotta first hear something in order for you to go and look for it, right? You can just go look for nothing that you never heard of it. So I love the idea of the app, and I guess the best part of it It's the contracts and the honeypot, because that takes
Correct.
a lot of time
The
from.
contract creator is a huge thing that we point out. I'll be honest, I would say for me personally, at least half of them get decided really quickly, and that is with the contract creator.
Mm-hmm.
That can throw up so many red flags that there's no way I can get around it for myself. You hear a lot of people say DYOR, and then they just ape right in after half a conversation, or even if that. They read a website and believe everything the website says, and then they said they did their research. And that's not the same thing. So it's not people's fault what they don't know for the most part, but it's out there in the information. But I understand it's not hard to track wallets. It's time consuming to track wallets. Now it can get confusing, but it's not a hard thing. The information's there. It's very time consuming. It can take you hours to get it can literally take you several hours to get the information that the rug screen will give you in just a couple of minutes. So,
Okay.
And contract creators is one of those things, because sometimes you have to do some pretty serious clicking to get back to the original contract creator, what contracts they've created and all that. The rug screen
Trying to find a pin or needle in a haystack that's entangled in a web of silk.
Yeah, exactly. And when we started this, we started with bots in our actual Telegram prior to having an app. We actually had bots in our Telegram that ran the contracts and did similar things. Just it wasn't as easy to read. A lot of people had a hard time reading the way it was presented, just because it was a lot of numbers that people just don't understand what it means. So
you guys are presenting, information that's already out there already. You're just presenting it in a more in a better flow to where it's more understanding and easier for people to connect one by one, right? So
exactly.
As long as somebody understands what they're seeing, that's where they learn. When they learn, that they adhere to that bit of information. So,
and that's what we're trying to move to, is something that's easy. The easier it is to understand, the more people will use it, and the more benefit they'll get from it. If they can run a contract all day, but if it says there's a red flag and it shows up, this is a red flag. Even if you tell them the question to ask, you can't make their decision for them. So, it gets to be.
What better way to decide on an investment than to take all emotion out of it and use logic?
Exactly right. And that's it. Look, some people aren't in crypto for that. Some people are in crypto to throw everything to the wind, caution to the wind, and get it done. And that's okay. That's okay. And we just want people to know that you're that person. If that's what you're doing, then understand where it could lead, and that you could, you could lose that money. In fact, there's a good chance you're going to lose a lot of it. You may hit real lucky one at one point, that could pay for all of it. It's
a good thing. It's a good thing my ape was Saitama. I didn't have to be in research. So, my first, I didn't need to use it. So yeah, no, that's awesome, man. Every time we hear more about Rise Up and what you guys are developing, I just read James a little bit ago that you guys are still actively creating your own verse as well too, right?
Correct.
Tell us more about that.
Well, once again, we are working with a major corporation right now, and we are building a metaverse that's going to, how can I put it without putting it too much? We're building a metaverse that really is going to be about safety and education. We're going to save lives.
Gotcha.
What we're building at the moment, we're just a few weeks away. It may get put on hold for a short period of time. James's wife is about to.
Is she popping?
Yeah, okay. Exactly. Yeah.
You didn't have to say
so
it.
you know how that goes. So first things first. But at the same time, we are really close to making that presentation to that company, and that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. And this is a large international company, and we're doing something that's never been done before. So it's and I know you guys, some of you might know a little bit of it, but we can't go so deep into it. I will say this: if you go look back at enough of our Twitter posts, and you look at different videos and different YouTubes, including Junior's and some of the older stuff we've done, if you put all the information that's been released, you could probably figure it out.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
it's not like every dev team doesn't put little breadcrumbs to every single project out there. It's just nobody wants to pay attention to it, and nobody wants to believe in the breadcrumbs. But breadcrumbs happen in business all the time.
Yeah.
Whether it be a picture, a tweet, a word, or even a.
We just don't, ours are breadcrumbs, and we don't even tell them they're breadcrumbs. That's the thing, so we try not to create false hype. That's why we try not, we're super excited about everything we got going on, but I'm one that really tries to keep my emotions in check because, I get excited, we get in meetings and we start talking about the things that we're working on, and it just blows my mind. We're not talking about a company that we think is going to be around a few years. We're talking about generations. We're talking about getting in the inner workings of the world and what all large companies do, because they're all moving towards more technology.
It could be the Google of the DeFi space.
Exactly.
You never know.
And James has been, that's the thing, people, James has been doing this for a long time. He's been in computers and writing code for a really long time. So we kind of had to reorganize some things, because we actually were approached by people who wanted us to do this for this company. We didn't go after this. They came to us.
Cool.
So, the great thing was we were able to accept the challenge because we had James. I'll be real honest, because he can get it done. He is fantastic at what he does. Not only just in coding, but the imagination of it and the different things that he can do. And his Mach 3 software company, it is unbelievable. And, we're full partners. So
Let me try to understand.
Go ahead.
Let me try to understand something. Do you guys go over every token available on BSC, Ethereum, and all that? How do you?
That's impossible.
That's what I was figuring out. Like, how do you have the contracts?
At the peak, there were thousands of BSC tokens being released a day.
That's what I was wondering for minutes, man.
So, no, we can't go through every contract. Usually what happens is somebody will come to our Telegram, because we're wide open. If anybody needs any help, whether you hold any or not, there's many people out there that'll tell you, you come ask us about it, and we'll give you our honest opinion. We're not going to tell you it is a scam, it isn't a scam. We'll just say these are the red flags. Occasionally you might get this is what I would do, but that's the best you're going to get. We will look, and we will definitely give you our opinion and definitely point out all the red flags that we see. And in the meantime, what we try to do is educate everybody that comes in. We try not to just give them that information, but we try to show them where they can find the information. Find it. If we have to, we find it on the BSC chain, or BSC scan, or Ether scan, or Polyscan, and we show them that, so they know what it looks like. They learn little by little that way, and that's usually how almost everything, any project that you've ever heard us talk about, it's because somebody came to us and asked us to look into it. And usually they're the ones that spread it out, the information we gave them, and then we just have to back up our information.
I totally trust that, because I heard a few times, right? But then a few months, weeks, I don't know, ago, Rise Up was here, and somebody asked about a token, and he actually showed it to us. I don't know if it was a honeypot or rug pull, but he showed it to us live, and he was like, watch what's about to happen. And I did check the following day. And I mean, actually the following minutes, but I did check only the next day, right? But the following minutes after he said it, it was horrible for that token. So I've seen it. I trust it.
Yeah. Well, I would tell you, if everybody could do what Davey does, then we wouldn't need a rug screener. But not everybody can do that, including myself, including pretty much anybody else on our team. Not quite. We can all track wallets. Don't get me wrong. I can track a wallet, but Davey has this knack for sifting through it,
And also, I think the app goes beyond that. It's not even people, don't know how to do it. But, how we go to drive-through to buy food fast because we don't want to wait, we don't want to cook, right? The same thing is in the crypto space. Nobody want to waste 2 hours, 3 hours following up, tracking up what's going on with those contracts, figure it out if it's true or not, if it's the same. Nobody want to do it, and if you have something like that it's just guiding people throughout of those steps, then I don't even think that that's questionable.
Yeah, and I mean that's what our biggest thing is when we walk away, well, not walk away, but when our goal for us to do what we want to do is we want to make this a better space, but not just a better crypto space. We want to make it a better world. We want everything to that we do to have a positive effect. And with a name like Rise Up, that's what we stand behind. We've changed things. We've had to reorganize. We've been here for a year now. We're not going anywhere. I think pretty much I have somebody come in Telegram at least once a day that says, I bought at launch. I haven't even looked at the chart until recently. I didn't realize y'all migrated. Can I migrate still? Yes, we have no migration time period. We will hold those tokens for those original holders forever until they come get them. We don't do airdrops because, as we know, airdrops create a lot of issues. And I would rather hold them when they realize they do need to migrate than they can migrate. Because with the airdrops, there's cost and there's fees, and it eats into everything that the project's trying to do. There's also the mistakes that happen during airdrops, and there's just so much that goes on with an airdrop that sometimes it can be tough. I know St. Thomas it's hard. Yeah, it's hard because there's a lot that's got to get done, and it can be expensive, and you've got to be able to do that as a company.
Yeah.
I will say I am impressed that they're doing it, because there's a lot that don't.
Nobody's done it before.
We only been able to do it because of the new team that came in, from the centralized exchange that we bought, right? So that team, I think that's what's making achievable everything that's going on right now, right? And how many are there refugees? Was it 170?
350 employees total, estimated 150 customer service, 200 techs. As far as that goes, and they come from the Middle East, and we know a lot of those guys are some of the best crypto blockchain guys in the world. And V2 would have eventually happened for Saitama, right? Because the tokenomics and the technology demanded that it change. Otherwise, we never would have got listed. But it was just the timing and when they were going to do it and how they were going to do it, and that centralized exchange with all those techs made it very, very, very possible.
Yeah, I don't think we would do it if that didn't happen, right? I mean, it would be very, very difficult.
One guy doing 360,000 wallets, sure. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, exactly. There's people there's services that do airdrops, but there's just so many different things behind all of that so few investors understand. If you've ever been involved in trying to do an airdrop, it never goes. I don't know if I've ever seen one go perfectly. If you want to know the truth, I mean, they all. I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying that certain airdrops, just for some reason, there's always something.
Yeah.
It's just a tough thing to do.
Always factors. Yeah, there's always factors. There's always factors, especially in St. Thomas' case. Exchanges not playing by the rules and what they were requesting as far as the trading goes. That complicated, and that threw in a big monkey wrench, and they had to reformulate on the fly. So the decisions to turn off State of Mask, turn on trading and whatnot, were all strategical, necessary business moves in order to make sure the integrity of the migration and the integrity of the project itself was secure, right? And like I said, you see a lot of people, everybody threw up, this, everybody used, hey, Rise Up just did a migration for this and this and this. You can't compare one project to another. One, because of the sheer amount of holders and the sheer amount of money and what's going on. So that was unfair for them to compare you and use you to compare us to any other St. Thomas to any other project. Every project is special on its own, and it gets taken care of on its own. What you guys needed to do, and that's what it took, right? And like I said, everybody learns, and people are setting standards in this crypto world, and it's starting with even with you guys Rise Up, right? Everybody's setting standards. One of the very first things
I don't think anybody was comparing. I guess we were just speaking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Just getting ideas.
One of the very first things that you notice is every single token and every single project that comes out is the standard now is what every single dev has to be doxed. Right.
Yeah.
And now that all these devs of these special projects that are now starting to show their face and their names and stuff, what are we finding out about them? They're real life scammers in the real world with a lot of bad things on them that they shouldn't be in here promoting financial advice or anything at all. That's pertinent to
I want to ask James, do me a favor. Can you please send me? Can you send me your Twitter? Leave it on the comments. Ty, yours, and Dave sent me somebody else as well, but I don't have it on this device. But send me the Twitter so I can put in on the giveaway so everybody can follow you guys as well. But I also want to share with you guys. Hold on. Please come on my Twitter right here and make sure that you like and retweet, right? In order for you to participate on the giveaway this week right here. This is Real Life Free NFT giveaway. And Refugee, I want to show you the giveaway we're doing tonight. Bam! Look at this.
Animated. Ooh, an animated holographic portal.
Yeah, baby.
I take that. I would take that.
You can put in that living room of your house in the metaverse.
Right?
Yeah.
Let me make sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hold on. Did you put your? I need to follow Ty. Ty, what's your at Ty?
Mine's Ty for Rise Up. At Ty for Rise Up.
Is it FOR or the number 4?
Number 4.
Okay. I just put it.
Oh, I'm already following you. Yep, I'm already following you. Just making sure. And then what was James?
This is. I don't know if he wants you to do Mach 3 or if he wants you to. His is James.
Hey, Junior, his is TY.
It's James
the number 4. Right.
I know. I already sent, and then I could come back. So that's the one, right? Just so you guys can confirm with me, Ty.
Yep, that's me.
That's you, okay.
And then James is
can you
at
send
James.
yours as well? I want to put in so everybody can follow.
Oh, CYB.
Okay, so this is James. Everybody who's watching, take a second. Make sure you like and retweet my tweet that's pinned up on top that says Real Life, right? Also, make sure that you are following Ty for Rise Up. 4, by the way, is number 4. Ty, number 4, Rise Up. And then make sure you also are following Cyber Zero with the tweets. Make sure you're following those two. Ty is laughing at James. James
Like, I'm trying to figure. Yeah, I'm trying.
No, I knew that was his Twitter. I couldn't remember it though. I always forget. I always just type in James and it pops up.
Like powder 316.
No, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I got everybody's name right here. I hate social media. There's so many names across all the platforms. Is like,
yeah, I know.
Hi, I'm like, who the hell are you? No.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, James is at Mach 3. Wait. Why is James giving a bunch of different things?
Because the Cyber 30 is actually his personal Twitter account.
Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
Mach 3 software is his company.
There we go. Mach 3.
I'll be lazy, Refugee. Just follow all of them.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm getting there. You know, James, I actually had a speed shop named Mach 1 Motorsports back in the 90s. So if that's a reference back to the Mustangs or to speed, whatever you guys wanted to reference it to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make
speed, I'm pretty sure is what he's saying.
Yeah, and if he say Mach 3, if he's saying Mach 3, then I'm pretty sure he's referencing the tail wing of this thing, right?
Hold on, I'm not looking. Yeah.
You know exactly what that is, right?
Yeah, well, he's probably referencing, I would think, the speed of sound, which is, Mach 3 is 3 times the speed of sound. Yeah.
SR71, 28,792 miles, I think.
I just left the Thanks, Junior Refugee. You guys been great. Thank you, buddy. Make sure you're following all this tweet right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Make sure. Yes, man. Yes. It's an amazing NFT.
I think you can only have 5. I think
you cannot click the button and follow. You don't deserve it.
Yeah, I don't
Twitter
think
Picker only gives you. Yeah, Twitter Picker only gives you have 5.
Well,
So
I put it myself
me.
as well. Of
Yeah,
course,
remove me.
Remove
Remove me, and leave the 4 official and you on there.
Make it easier, right?
On the Twitter,
But you
yeah,
guys gotta
Twitter
follow us as well. So if you are watch, I'm just gonna remove it because most of you already follow us. But make sure you're following Junior Flow and Refugee. But I'm gonna change it. Rise up. No, this is not hello Empress. This is not Dave. This is Ty. Ty is the team member.
No, this is not.
He's been
this is not
doxxed, though.
Davey. Yeah.
Yeah, go back and if you go back and look at videos, he's shown his face in most YouTubes. He's just shy. So he'll show his face for a few seconds, but he usually doesn't. He doesn't
Empress,
like to sit on it.
I'm gonna show it to you because I think you just got in. You did not see it. By the way, I want to say a special thank you to my buddy Donald. He's the one who donated the NFT. Thank you so much, Donald. Make sure you guys are following him as well. How can I forget that? Oh my God.
Donald who?
What's Donald's
At Donald NFTEZZ. Remove yourself, Junior, and put Donald NFTEs in there.
No, I'm gonna look it up because I do not understand what you're trying to say. What's ease?
EZZ.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just Donald _ NFT. Donald T _ NFT. Yeah, put those five guys as the
Donald. What's that noise? Donald T.
Oh, that's me. Hold on.
No, it's okay, buddy. No problem.
That's
Donald.
my wife.
Okay, got it, Donald. Thank you, Donald T. Oh my God, what is it?
Donald T _ NFT. We should be done here in the next 10 minutes tonight. I do, guys, for everybody in the room that doesn't know, Crypto Alert does have a space open right now discussing things. So once you're done listening here, go show some support over there to Crypto Alert. Thank you, everybody who's tuned in tonight. Thank you, Ty, for being here. Thank you, James, for being in the comments to help us. Always appreciate it.
Yeah, but hold on, guys. We're not leaving, okay?
No, we're not leaving. Yeah, I'm just saying thank you.
He's starting to roll the credits.
Oh, no. I want to make sure.
Good night. Thank you. Peace.
I just want to get it out of the way in case I forget to later.
I think he likes the NFT. He wants to keep it.
We're going on for another 15 minutes, Empress. We're going to do the giveaway and talk a little more, and then we're going to head over there. So these are the tweets. I mean, the Twitters that you have to follow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you make sure you're following myself as well. By the way, if you are watching and you would like to send some love to Empress Education YouTube channel, once you're done following and, of course, liking and retweeting so you can participate, please make sure that you follow up. Empress has some amazing videos on her YouTube as well. She is a loyal member of the community and they're every day, so check that out. But yes, make sure you guys are following all of this. Yes, Donald, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I love this NFT. I love it. I love it. I don't even know if I want to give it out, but but I love it. Thank you.
Here, I'll give away one of these. That's it. That's all you get tonight.
Yeah.
Give me the NFT and I'll trade you for one of these.
And you got to give me your address for that, too.
Yeah. Your real address, not no
yeah,
PO box.
Yeah, actually, yeah, exactly.
So make sure you go to my page, like and retweet so you can participate on the giveaway. Already followed the Empress. Awesome. But for the giveaway, also, is so many names. I would say follow Empress as well, which most of you already follow Empress. Empress has like all the follows in the world, but
She has like 50,000 followers, I think, now.
But also, if you guys can, make sure you're following Empress as well, right? She has a YouTube channel and she's on Twitter as well. And she's our sister who's there every day, an amazing person. But those links that you see down here, which I am going to leave it on the comments. Oh, I can't anymore. But
they're waiting for us. Yeah, I think Crypto Alert Space has not started yet, so they're probably waiting for us to get done with ours.
No, let me tell you something, buddy. Refugee, I was mad at him as well today. I was like, why didn't you donate to me? But then he told me who he donated to, and it's an amazing person. But he did not keep that. He donated already. So you late, buddy.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't win nothing.
Just tell him your name's Davey.
Yeah.
Empress, check your DMs. I just saw it now. By the way, let me show once again the NFT we're gonna do the giveaway on. Look at this. Wow. I can so have that on Metaverse and be on my living room, on my future house.
That's right.
Here's the thing: if you have a picture wall, you can you can upload that to a USB and have it as a picture art for when guests come over. It's an animated picture.
That's right.
If not, most TVs will have a USB port drive in the back. You can load that to a little dongle, plug it in the back, and it'll have a media. You can play it as a visual aesthetic for a party or something like that.
I'm all about the future, buddy. I want the metaverse. I want none of those old, school
Whatever.
pictures going on.
Whatever. Hey man, whatever. Whatever verse you're in, either the real verse or the metaverse or whatever universe you want to be in. So, people are sitting here. How everybody's sitting here talking about different verses and stuff with the CERN stuff going on, Kai. But here we are already creating a digital verse, digital verses already, 15, 20 times over. So
exactly right. It's just there's a lot of things that can be done in this world that can save a lot of money and save a lot of lives that can be done in the metaverse, and that's what we're reaching to. That's what we're going after, is those things that can help people, and the things that are really, a lot of them are only really possible in the metaverse. So to do it without actually having to put yourself in danger,
Yeah.
So,
the life people always dreamed of living, right? I mean, I used to see that on the movies, and I was like, "That's not happening," but it is happening.
Imagine the education. Imagine the education.
Before you speak, refugee, I am sorry. I gotta bring somebody up who's very special. Bill. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
good.
Why you always looking fancy? You look fancy every
Right.
time. Like, I got a regular old t-shirt on.
Yeah, me too.
All I got is a t-shirt.
I like your shirt. Your chain looks nice. Okay.
How you doing, Empress? Thanks for
Good.
showing
Thank
up.
you. How's everybody doing?
Doing well.
Good. Nice to see you.
Did you
see
get
what
to
James?
see NFT that we're doing?
No, I
the giveaway?
didn't.
No? Oh my God. Let me show again.
Yeah, show it again. You guys see James's crypto joke? He said no one likes the real verse because the gas is too expensive. Gas is cheaper in the metaverse.
How amazing is this?
Nice, Donald. Good job.
Yeah, good job, Donald.
Yep. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Where are the comments? Let me go back. So make sure you're following these guys right here. Also, Junior Flow and Refugee. And of course, please make sure, but I didn't say in the beginning, so I'm not going to keep adding.
That's okay. That's okay.
But make sure that you are following Empress as well, which probably you are already. If you're not following her on Twitter, make sure you follow. Also, make sure you subscribe to her YouTube channel, which I'm going to put it here. It's Empress Education, right? As you guys see it. And I did put in, yours is right here, Ty, CyberMac, Rise Up at Intown. Okay, awesome. Let me check how the tweets. Empress, since you just got in here, do you have any questions on security that you want to know or about the app?
How many family members should I share my seed phrase with?
None. None.
That was a good question.
None.
It's pretty straightforward.
But don't lose it. Don't lose it.
Don't lose it. Okay.
Yeah, don't lose it. Don't share it. Always.
Okay, so let me connect here. Empress, do you want to connect on your computer?
No.
He's always trying to pass off the Twitter picture to somebody else.
You can do it, Junior. Put your back into it.
Yeah, you can do it.
I'm only asking because I thought you liked to do
I
it.
like to do it on my cell phone, but your viewers don't like it when I do it on my cell phone. I can turn it around, and do it that way.
Oh, I think I have to copy. How am I gonna copy this? Can I? Oh, I can't.
Hello, oh Sheila,
Oh my
Sergio, Miss D Nice,
man,
Randolph.
I really. Hmm. I think I'm gonna have to. Hold on. I think I'm gonna have to rewrite everything again. Three software, and we have cyber with 3 0. Five.
Ooh, and I have exciting news for you, Empress.
Oh yeah, my
Oh
earrings ready?
yeah. No, no,
Yay!
no. This is better. This is actually better news.
Are you sure about that?
Well, I've been waiting for an order, and I bought a
The
whole box
Pepsi
of stuff,
variety?
and I didn't get any purple.
What is
Ah,
that?
it's all the
What?
plastics to 3D print my stuff. I didn't get no purple and I didn't get no pink, so now I got to reorder it again. So, but I'll probably just end up sending what I have today for you and Jade and Rich Stylistic tomorrow. I'll get it all
You better
packaged up.
send it to me here.
You want earrings? You just need one, right?
I want to win anything, buddy. Whatever is winning, I want to win it.
Well, I hope you like earrings. I'm giving them earrings. They're not winning anything. I'm giving them earrings.
Uh, then I don't want it. I only want it if I was winning.
Okay, I'm selling for $50. Oh, look at you. She's playing with the background.
Yeah, I'm experimenting with the background because I have my well,
Green
you guys
screen
have
up,
a
yeah.
really bright green screen up there. It was too bright for my eyes, so I had to experiment there with the backgrounds.
You know, I might get a green screen next week instead of staying outside in the hot. I'm just gonna put a lawn chair right here, pretend I'm outside on the beach.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Are you
Hallelujah.
guys ready?
Ready, ready.
When Ty say go, we'll click.
On your mark, get set, go.
We got Bryce.
Bryce,
Bryce.
Miranda. You
Bryce,
feel the feeling,
congratulations.
congratulations,
buddy?
Bryce.
Congratulations. That is an awesome
Congratulations,
NFT.
Bryce.
Please make sure that you leave a comment right now, right on the comment section. That was awesome. You never won anything on the channel. I actually never seen your name. I think you're a new follower, so thank you so much. Please make sure you leave a comment here so we know you are here still. Those are one of the rules we always do it for the winners. They gotta be here watching in order to win. So if you don't comment, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do a redraw.
Yeah, then if you don't comment, it'll automatically go to Empress.
Bryce Miranda 98. Are you here, buddy? The winner. I don't think he's here.
Hello, James.
So I am gonna do a redraw then.
James is upset. He's gonna quit, he says,
Uh
because he didn't win.
Did he
Sounds like a
comment?
sore
No, he didn't. So
loser.
what's
James
he
can't
gonna
quit.
do?
Sounds like a sore loser.
So let's do a redraw. Wolf won. Oh my God. Awesome,
Woohoo!
awesome.
Lucky ducky.
Congratulations, buddy. Are you here?
Congratulations,
Please
Wolf.
tell me you're here. Also, if you do want the NFT, I'm asking that because Wolf is an amazing person. He donates NFT. He donated Mr. Grapes NFT to do on the channel, but we haven't done yet. But thank you so much, buddy. If you are here, please leave a comment. And if you're not, we're going to redraw. But let me know if you're here.
We'll give him 1 minute.
Ty is just laughing there. He's like, "Oh man, these people winning, and they're not even here anymore."
No, I've been through this before. So
No, well,
not with
well,
you
we
guys.
do
I'm
have.
talking about on my own spaces. I mean, it
Well,
happens.
we have a lot of members who just share and like and retweet and stuff like that just for the sake of doing it too, for
Yeah.
the exposure. So
Yeah.
we appreciate that. And you know what? Sometimes they show up randomly and they win. Okami showed up for what, 5 minutes and won, and then bounced. He showed up 5 minutes, bounced. So
Nice.
I seen him win, and the second I said Okami's here, he bounced. So
Did Wolf go to
Wolf,
sleep?
Wolf
Okay,
is
yeah.
not
okay, then you
here.
guys are giving
So,
me a
All
chance
right,
to
my God.
redraw.
third one.
Wow,
Oh my
third
God.
time as a drum.
Wait,
Third time as a charm.
Randolph,
Randolph. We know Randolph's always here. He finally won.
you better be here. Please leave a comment.
What?
If
What?
you're
Randolph,
not
he
here, I'm
gone.
gonna keep it. I think that NFT is meant to be for me. So that's why you guys are not winning.
Lucky
on,
number
Randolph.
3.
Come on, Randolph. Don't let us
I
down.
see Cookie.
I wish I could join the giveaway, Lo. You can, buddy. Just
Okay,
have to
just in
like,
case
retweet,
Randolph went to sleep, let me join the
and
next one.
follow
Hold
us.
on.
Oh my God, man.
It's the pin tweet, right?
Yeah. Let me
Yeah,
log in with a different Twitter. Hold on.
I dealt with this. I deal with this too. It's, a lot of times, just like you said, a lot of people they just see the tweet and they just retweet the tweet and they put what they're supposed to put and don't know that there's even anything happening.
So we're going for another one. Randolph did not answer, right? No. Redraw. Oh my God. Kevin, are you here?
Hey, Kevin finally won. Kevin is here. He
Kevin!
commented, Kevin is here.
Yeah, there he is.
Kevin!
He just said, "I hear that."
Kevin, there's two Kevins here always.
No, which one?
Kevin, was that you?
Yeah,
Key?
that was Big Kevin. Yeah, Kearney. Yeah, that's Big Kevin Kearney.
That's the Kevin, right?
Kevin, are you driving?
Wait,
Oh, yes, it is him. Awesome, buddy. Congratulations. You finally won. Kevin was one of the first
Congratulations.
people coming on our YouTube channel. So congratulations. I remember him laughing and was like, yeah, I wish I wasn't
wait. Who's Mr.
participating." So-
Toodles? Who's Mr. Toodles saying I am here underneath James or underneath Kevin's? Who's Mr. Toodles?
Well, the last one who won was Randolph. Randolph always comes with his name, so that's not him.
Yeah, it's
I
not
guess
that.
he's joking.
Yep, there you go. Yep. Yeah. Oh, he's yanking our leg. Yeah.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Kevin.
yeah.
That was good, man. I feel happy for you. That was awesome.
Yeah, you hung in there.
Yeah, Kevin's drinking, so he'll reply later.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
buddy.
drop it,
Congratulations.
Hey, James.
Guys, Refugee told me that
Nope.
alert.
They've already started. And we can do whatever we want. So we'll join them whenever we're good and ready.
Yeah, but since we said we were gonna go there and help, since he waited for us, I think we should actually go there and
We'll
show
go.
some love as well. Our community, we got to stick together, so I think we should go there. But Ty, thank you so much, man. I appreciate all the info. That was very fun, and hopefully you'll be here Tuesday again with Dave, and I believe James was gonna come tonight as well.
Yeah, he had an issue and he
Yeah.
couldn't get on the computer, but he's doing a lot of commenting. I see.
Oh yes, man.
Well, his wife is probably sitting there trying to push the baby out, and he's holding her hand, and he's sitting here.
Yeah.
He's sitting here.
No,
Yeah,
he gets a pass. Trust me. As I said before, he gets a pass on all that. That's no big thing
Yeah.
for me.
that would be a
So
pretty
next
big picture.
Tuesday, next Tuesday, if you guys want, I don't know if you want to make get something ready to show us, or usually Dave, he gets on the computer and show.
Yeah.
I know after today and after all the comments that I was reading, people are definitely dying to see how the rug screener works. By the way, there is a video on my YouTube channel from a few weeks ago when Dave was here. He did show a lot of good stuff. And he did use the rug screener. So if you're curious about it, you just go back and watch one of our videos from Tuesday, and you will definitely find it, and you will have an idea. But I saw a lot of amazing comments from people who actually have used um, the Brock screener before, and they were commenting good things about it. I've seen them, Dave using. I think it's very helpful. And by the way, $2, man. Are you serious? Like, if you buy $10 worth of crypto, it's still worth spending $2 because you're not gonna lose the $10, right? Let's put it like that.
Well, you still
Pretty
got the
much.
$2 too, so that's the thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to
And
spend
by the way,
it.
it's $2 now because we're in a bear market, right? But
Yeah.
those $2 that you hold, it might be worth $1,000, one day, and
You never know.
it's the token, and you're gonna be holding, and you do not pay a monthly fee to use the Brock screener. You just hold the tokens, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. For as long as you have it, you are gonna be using. So make sure you definitely check that out
And
on
what
Rise.
I'll do is I'll load up. I'll build a small wallet for this particular computer because, as you said before, I am like I said, I'm pretty conservative, so I make sure I don't mix it. But what I'll do is I'll put a small wallet on this particular computer so that I can use the rug screener on screen because I have it on another computer with my wallet. But like I
Randolph
said, I don't
knows
do
he
the
missed
social
out.
media.
Randolph knows he missed out, so.
Aw.
So I'll make
Aw.
sure, even if Davey's not here, I'm able to go through it too. So.
No, we understand him. He always tells me, he's like, I'm gonna try. I know how hard it is. Imagine you have to, stay up until
It's
1, 2 in the morning to,
It was 1 a.m. when it started for him. So 7,
Yes. Right now
7
it's
p.m.
like
Eastern
2.
time is 1 a.m. for him. So we think we talked to him about an hour before the show started.
Yeah,
And then we
he's
lost
He's always
Yeah.
sleepy.
I
on
did
his
talk
channel.
to him today.
him. Yeah. The Empress, did you get your NFT?
I did.
Awesome. Glad. Good.
James just said, I will have a lot to show, Junior. Awesome. So, everyone, make sure the next Tuesday you are here, 7 p.m. Eastern. We are going to have some special features. And for those of you who all are interested on the rug screener, we are going to show on Tuesday on how to use it. And my opinion, by the way, none of this that you saw on this video, none of this is financial advice. This is only our opinion. We are here to help the community, right? We're not here to tell you what to do. So make sure you always do your own research. But I want to let you guys know that it's definitely worth it spending $2 to not lose your money, right? To know what you're buying. So that's definitely a thumbs up for that. And yeah, any last words for tonight?
I want to say thanks for everybody who came. Thanks for everything that you guys do, spreading the word. Like I said, we're all about getting out there and trying to help as many people and that we can. Anybody has any questions, feel free to come to our Telegram. Feel free to check us out on Twitter. Send us a message any way you can, and we'll do our best to help you as best we can. Just do understand that sometimes we get a lot of requests. It's funny how it tends to happen. Like we may go a little while without a lot of requests, and then one day all of a sudden a whole bunch of them roll in. So just understand we get to it as fast as we can, and we're doing the best we can to help everybody that we can, because that's what we got to do. It's going to take all of us projects who are good projects, who aren't scams, to work together, and that's how we're going to squeeze all these scams out. That's just the only way we're going to do it.
And I before Empress and Refugee say anything else, I just want to say that I appreciate how everybody from the Rise Up team, they're always trying to be available, not charging to help people out, not charging anything, participating, be on Twitter, being here on the YouTube channel, late at night to show people how to not lose their money, how to not get in a scam. So, man, I've been in a crypto space for about 7 years, I think, or more. And I used to tell people that I love doing this because back in the days, I had none of this and I had to figure out everything on my own. And I lost a lot of money, trust me. And
Mhm.
I don't know how I did not give up on crypto because I had no help and I lost a lot of money. But I was brave enough to keep going. And I feel like the social media YouTube channel, the right YouTube channel, of course, because 99% of the YouTube channels are pure garbage, right? In terms of crypto. But the real good channels with good info, I love it because I feel like we're helping people the way we were not helped back in the days. And it definitely makes a lot of difference and impact on people's lives because what took us 7 years, 8 years, 5 years, a year, whatever, to learn, you guys are getting in like an hour or less. So, it's a lot. It's worth a lot. So thank you so much, Ty. I know how, difficult it is. Thanks for showing up. Empress, any last words for tonight?
The only thing security related, it's one of the basic simple things I'd like to just remind all of our Twitter users and social media users that there are a lot of scammers and posers posing as Russ and other members of the dev team and popular YouTube hosts, Twitter Space hosts and people also impersonating We Are Saitama. So, for those people who are sending you strange links claiming to be Saitama support does not exist. Please don't fall for that and report and block them right away so that Twitter can shut them down.
We are the only 1 in 100 for Saitama.
Pretty much. We're the customer support. Unless you fill out a Google PDF form, you can either come to Spaces or Google or YouTube to find the answers, or we'll point you in the right direction. So always ask before you do anything if you're unsure, and ask many people to get a second or third opinion.
Yes.
Thank you, the Himalayan. That's the first time that I'm on a live next to Empress, and somebody's saying I look good because every time it's like Empress, you're looking amazing. Empress, you're looking amazing.
I got on
already
a
switched
You're
my
wearing
$3
yellow.
shirt. Mine's a $3 Hanes shirt, so I'm good.
You're wearing yellow. Yes, you gentlemen look very handsome.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank
Next time I'll make
Thank you,
sure I'll send it
Yeti.
to you the NFT. Just
I'm gonna
kidding.
try to put on some makeup next time, see if I can't look prettier.
Whatever makes you happy. Okay, I support
Hey.
you.
Thank you so
Lipstick on a
much,
pig,
guys. I
whatever.
appreciate it. Let's all go to the next. Oh, I think I just got in the blockchain, but let's all go to Crypto Alert Space. They got it open right now on Twitter, and thank you so much, and I appreciate it. If those of you did not watch the beginning, I highly recommend that you guys go back and listen to everything that we said tonight. It was very good, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Ty, thank you so much. I see you on Tuesday. James, thank you so much for all the answers here as well. You were not live here on the screen with us, but you were on the empowerment section. So thank you so much. And I appreciate. See you guys on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern on the Wolfpack Roundtable. Good night,
Good night,
guys.
Bye,
everybody.
everybody. Thanks. Thanks again, Junior. Thanks again, Refugee. Thank you, Empress.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.